What's up, guys? It's Sebastian TH1 here, and we're back with more Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last time we did a little bit of exploring after the time skip happened, and now we're gonna go into battles. Let's just do that really quick. We're gonna do the auxiliary battle because it's open to us. And yeah, we're just gonna be doing a lot of battles today. And continuing the story. And we're doing this map again. And there's an enemy up there. Good.
Leave it to me.
Steady now.
I'll crush them all.
Shall we? You're making me work. Never let your guard down. Could be you.
Guide me well. You shall not survive! Lament your weakness.
I'll do my best. Now there's a way forward. I want...
What's my strategy? Another victory.
I think I attacked the wrong. Yeah, I attacked the wrong one. Oh.
At the ready. Sorry, but I must.
Let's make this quick. I will not die yet. Onward. Ha!
idea.
Really?
This is for the best, right?
I must lead them well.
You lost that one.
Just a hindrance.
Brit.
Destiny unfurls.
You're relentless. For now.
A fitting outcome. Too
Too
easy.
slow.
Is that all? Repent from the grave! Even.
Judgment is passed.
Lament your weakness.
Chris. Huh.
going?
You shall not survive!
You defeat me? Left. I can... There is always more to learn.
Pointless! Just a hindrance!
Empress.
Destiny unfurls.
And the next battle. Oh, really? This is gonna be a fucking cakewalk.
Welcome. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back. Shall we? You're making me work. Oh, fighting wears me out.
Steady now.
Let's make this quick. No time to slow down. Get
At the ready. Guide me well.
You shall not survive!
I won't allow it. There is always more to learn. And that... What's my strategy?
I'll do my best. This is for the best, right? Onward.
Well done. It won't be in vain.
Leave it to me.
I'll crush them all.
I must lead them well.
Strength and beauty.
I'll use this.
I am sorry. I must retreat.
That's for killing his daughter.
Lament your weakness. Haven't.
Another victory.
I'm on a roll. No chance.
Gotta try.
Sorry.
It's over. I must lead them well.
That was amazing.
All is going to plan.
Yeah, more renown. Now we got story quest.
Everyone, listen up. I have a proposal. We are now building our forces in order to rise up against the Imperial Army. But it wouldn't be smart for us to fight under the banner of the Alliance. That would only incite the lords who support the Empire. We've also combined forces with the Knights of Seros. Therefore, I suggest that we operate under a new symbol. That's why I've prepared this. You may recognize it as the Crest of Flames, which resides in Teach, the phantom crest that has reappeared after more than 1,000 years. We're attempting our own miracle, so it seems like a suitable symbol for us. So, until we welcome the dawn of a new age in Fodlan, let's fight to the very end as one under the symbol of the Crest of Flames.
Impressive, Claude. Forget restoring the monastery. You've somehow roped everyone into fighting back against the Empire.
If you recall, I never technically asked anyone to join us. If anything, we have Teach's achievements to thank. Now that you mention it, I guess I should express my gratitude. Hey, friend. So this is where you've been. Without you, the Knights never would have joined our cause. I can never pay you back for that.
Let's do our best.
Just leave it to me, Teach. When this fight is over, I plan to see all of my dreams come to fruition. And yours as well.
What are your dreams, Claude, even though you told us in your A rank?
Well, for example, to bust open Fodlan's throat. There's a massive fortress there, which is responsible for protecting the eastern border of the Alliance. I like to think of it as a lid on a bottle. The people of Fodlan only know a small part of the world. Their prejudices are born because they don't know what lies beyond their borders. And the opposite is true too. Those outside of Fodlan don't know about this place. Ignorance breeds discrimination. Whether you look inside the bottle or outside of it, if you really look, all you'll find are people who you can get along with if you only try. That's why I want to bust open that lid, which is keeping us locked inside, or destroy the bottle entirely.
Are you going to tell our allies about this?
I'll find the right time to bring it up. Even if I talked about it now, it doesn't seem realistic, does it? First, we need to defeat the Empire and restore peace to... Huh?
Professor, Claude, we're under attack.
I guess we'll have to cut our conversation short. What's going on, Leone?
It's a small group, but some Imperial troops are headed this way. It looks like they were stationed nearby.
I've got to hand it to Edelgard. Nothing gets past that woman.
We should proceed cautiously. It's better if we have the element of surprise.
As long as we don't let our guard down, there's no way they can defeat us. This will be our first battle alongside the Knights of Seros. Let's kick off our new partnership with a magnificent victory.
Okay.
Ah, shut.
Not yet. Not yet, you're almost there. Oh, I mastered hero.
Though plans to resist the Empire are still being devised by the Alliance army, the Imperial army has already anticipated their next move. An Imperial vanguard just outside Garrick Mach, led by General Randolph, begins to advance with the aim of toppling the monastery once again.
It's a little bitch who ran up to me and died. He has a magic bow. A brave lance. Claw can't be moved. Cynthia has a ton of range. Keep her by me.
Welcome. Come back soon.
Right. I just remembered. Inventory command. Not that. It was abilities, right? Fight stir. Never use. I need to figure out how to do the class skill. You got Kanto. Trying to give her a miracle. with him. Yeah, I'm happy with him. Trade that for... I just should rather increase his strength overall. That would be useful. Also, items.
Welcome. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Yeah, I'll wait a little bit longer. That's okay as well.
Come back soon.
Alright, I think we're...
The Knights of Seros are a powerful enemy, but we have more soldiers. We'll take them down all at once.
So, the enemy intends to use their overwhelming numbers to defeat us. Let's fight fire with actual fire.
Report. The enemy has entered the periphery of Garreg Mach.
If they reach the interior, the enemy will take the monastery. Drive them back immediately.
Okay. That way, okay, they can't win over there, so...
At the ready.
Leave it to me.
What's my strategy?
No hesitation!
Crit!
It won't be in vain.
Onward. Tap.
Thank you.
Let's clean
Here,
up.
you're gonna protect this for a little bit.
I must lead them well.
I'll crush them all.
Let's make this quick. No time to slow down.
Let's try it.
I fought and won. Something.
Guide me well.
Just a hindrance.
Right.
I won't allow it.
Steady now.
Shall we? I'll do my best.
No attacking for you.
What? That strange battle flag is... But isn't our enemy the Church of Seros?
They didn't have enough soldiers with just the church, so they upped their numbers by joining with those filthy rogues. It doesn't matter what flag they fly. They're nothing more than a mob. We'll destroy them all.
Until they punch your face in. Reinforcements on both sides.
Allied soldiers are making preparations for the plan. Protect them.
Allow me to demonstrate! All is going to plan. Much needed. It won't be in vain.
Another skill only.
Get off the roof.
Sorry, but it's you or me.
I'll defeat you! I took care of it.
Destiny unfurls.
No chance.
I will not die yet.
My moment has arrived! A fitting outcome.
I must.
Fine work.
That is all.
Just lined up to die.
Had I room to grow?
Okay. Ignox, you will stay back. I can attack there.
We're all desperate, aren't we?
Wait there. Set with my unit heal.
Judgment is passed!
Lament your weakness.
Here is something to believe in! Another victory.
Try harder.
It won't be in vain.
They're really trying to bring down Zenith.
Too easy.
What else?
I won't allow it. Appreciate it.
All is going to plan.
One day the war will be over.
That's enough!
Brit!
Ugh, fighting wears me out.
Lament your weakness.
Hold a grudge if you must. Sorry, but I must.
I'm never gonna use the fucking torch. Oh my god, Claude.
So much for my scheme. At the ready. My moment has arrived. A fitting outcome.
Shall we? get used to this. It was... Let's make this quick. No time to slow down.
Leave it to me.
I'll crush them all.
Steady now.
Let's clean up.
What's my strategy?
Onward.
Cool. Alright.
I'll do my best.
Apologies.
You got yourself killed.
Guide me well.
Just a hindrance.
Right.
I won't allow it. Had him.
You're incredible.
You will regret this. It's done.
We're prepared for the fire attack. Now we just need to draw the enemy's attention. You can't defeat us with that many soldiers? The Imperial army is doomed without a capable general.
Quiet! Don't think you'll get away with mocking me. Attack! Make sure they never speak again!
You got an extra turn?
A fire attack! The damage is too great. We can't fight anymore. All units retreat! I'll take on our pursuers. Carry away the injured soldiers!
If we let them escape, they'll come back to attack later. We have to take them out.
I mean, they're gonna escape no matter what.
Thank you. It's over. It won't be in vain.
He only wants to hit that guy.
Sorry it's gotta be like this.
That helps. I've got no time for mercy.
We're all desperate, aren't we?
Crack.
And moved. Someone hasn't moved. Oh, Zenith.
A total loss. But we can't just return home like this.
Teach, look out! They're after your head!
Should have seen that coming.
You just made a dumb
My
mistake.
house. For justice. I will not be defeated. No other choice.
Terrible mistake, sir.
I'll never back down.
Sorry, but it's you or me.
Stay down. Fighting is what I do.
You're relentless.
I'm grateful.
The weak.
Time to die.
Mother, please. I'm so...
I'm stronger than before.
Those Imperial troops are really something. Looks like we'll face a lot of resistance in the future.
Thank you so much.
Phew, nice work. We won without much incident, thanks to all of you.
Now the enemy knows we're on the move. What do you plan to do?
I intend to ask the Alliance Lords to share some troops with us to bolster our forces.
I will speak plainly. No matter whom we beseech for reinforcements, our envoys will inevitably pass through Gloucester territory. My father is being cautious not to give the Empire a pretext to intervene. Therefore, he is unlikely to allow even envoys to pass through.
Why not request them from the kingdom?
I guess I haven't told you yet, Teach. The kingdom isn't in a position to be sending anyone reinforcements. After losing King Lambert during the tragedy of Dusker, a regent had been handling its politics. But then, there was a bloody coup. The regent and Prince Dimitri both. Apparently the whole family was killed. All bladed territory, including the kingdom capital, is being ruled by those who are cooperating with the Empire. The kingdom is no more. It's now called the Fargus Dukedom. The vast majority of the former kingdom lords bent a knee to the overwhelming power of the Empire and the dukedom, and now fall under their jurisdiction. Some who formerly held power are continuing to resist, but it would be difficult for them to regain it.
Oh hey, I can think of one person who we can ask for reinforcements. Someone whose territory is really close and who's on good terms with Claude. Ah, the hero of Daphne, I presume.
I've seen her before, and she does seem to be reliable.
You're talking about Judith, right? I bet she would lend us a hand.
She seems strong.
That's right, you've met her once before, Teach. She's a fearsome one-woman army. She did a lot for me, even before I was recognized as the heir to House Regan. I don't like the idea of owing her more than I already do, but given the current situation, sacrifices must be made. I'll reach out to her. As for the rest of you, prepare for our next battle. Hey, Teach. How are you feeling? Does anything feel, strange at all?
Feel a bit sluggish.
Well, you were asleep for 5 whole years after all. It'll probably take time to get you back to top form. Though I'm relieved to see you haven't lost a step as far as combat goes. Your command bringing my schemes to life. That's just how we fight best.
Any word from Jude?
Not yet, but there's no need to worry. That woman adores me. Once we've bolstered our forces, it'll finally be time to start taking decisive action. But I wonder, do you really think Rhea is still alive?
She's alive. She turned into a fucking dragon. You think she's dead?
I think so too. It's hard to imagine the death of someone as important as her staying a secret. I wonder where she is and what she's doing.
Do you hope she's alive?
All I know is that I still have a lot of questions I need to ask her. About the true history of Creststones and Heroes' Relics, and the truth behind the legend of Seros and Nemesis. She has secrets. Too many of them for my comfort. Considering the state of the world, it's suspicious. You must be curious about what was done to you and what her plans were for you, right? And you never did learn about your mother, did you? None of our doubts will ever be cleared unless we hear these answers from Rhea herself. In that sense, I absolutely hope Rhea is still alive. But as far as Fodlan goes, I do wonder what a world without Rhea would look like.
A world without Rhea?
The majority of people in Fodlan believe in the Seros faith that Rhea preaches. That's why they accept the noble system as if it were the only option, and refuse to associate with those who believe in anything else. That closed-minded philosophy is the reason why Fodlan's throat is locked tight. But if you remove the Archbishop who strictly advocates that doctrine, that worldview is no longer an absolute. There's room for free thought. The leadership of the Church would undoubtedly fall to you, and you would hold the power to change the shape of the faith, of the world. Then, for the first time, people would truly be free to think for themselves, to decide what's right and what's wrong. Honestly, I believe Edelgard is probably hoping to achieve something very similar. But her methods require too much bloodshed. That's not something the world can get behind. Anyway, the best thing we can do is find Rhea and hear what she has to say. Oops. I guess I've been going on for a while now. Sorry about that. You should get some rest.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Pegasus Moon. Valley of Torment. Having repelled the Imperial Vanguard, the Alliance army requests reinforcements from Judith, head of House Daphno, the governing body in the northwestern regions of Alliance territory.
What? Not enough left for seconds? I'm barely half full!
You eat too much anyways, Raphael. Supplies are running low, so you're just gonna have to deal with it.
You've always been so level-headed, Cyril. Now that you've grown up, you're even more that way.
Maybe it's just that the rest of you haven't grown enough. You could work harder at being reliable.
I can't grow if I can't eat.
I have some good news for my hungry friends. We got a reply from Judith. Mr. Leaderman has called a meeting about it. Hurry up, everyone.
We finally received a reply from Judith. The hero of Daphnel has agreed to support us with soldiers and supplies.
She's gonna give us food? She really is a hero.
Maybe Raphael will simmer down now.
Now, regarding where we're going to receive the delivery.
As this is a request from none other than the leader of the Alliance, I wish that I could send troops at once. However, openly marshaling soldiers within my territory could provoke other members of the Alliance. Therefore, I will secretly gather troops in Aelel, the Valley of Torment. Will your group be able to receive the soldiers at this location? From there, it should be safe to return to the monastery by following the border between the Alliance and the Kingdom.
Ellie, I can't say that name. I heard it, I just don't know how to pronounce it. Ali, the Valley of Torment.
Aelel is on the border between Daphnel territory and the Kingdom. It'll make sense when we get there, but it's a peculiar region.
I recall there being a scary legend about it.
In any case, if we use that valley, we shouldn't have to worry about being noticed by other Alliance lords.
Aelel, the Valley of Torment.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Interesting. That's Marianne's quest. Oh, it's my birthday. Well, we've got the time, so let's just explore and take our time to look for anything. I'm still not happy with the well, we got a lot of quests. Okay, we got 3 quests, I should say.
Even though never shirk your training, no matter what. To practice, I'm going to chop something up with my sword. Unless you'd like to train together. Care to spar?
Not really.
I was thinking, it seems Arianrod, one of the kingdom's sturdiest fortress cities, has fallen to the Empire. It looks like Count Ro didn't resist, and switched sides to the Empire straight away. I guess it did avoid unnecessary bloodshed. So maybe it was a wise decision after all.
Can't be serious. Some in Fargus believe Dimitri is still alive. My father is one such eccentric. They can't accept reality. Dimitri is dead. He's not coming back.
I'm pretty sure he's alive. I don't know if we'll see him, but I'm pretty sure he's alive. Lance tournament. Actually, really quick. Secret shop. From Anna? Or Anna? What do you want to call her? I flip between the two, so. Never anything over here, ever. There might be a student to talk to, but there's never anyone over here. Anything to get over here, anyway. Yeah.
Professor.
The Valley of Torment? What kind of a name for a place is that? It sounds scary. Do I really have to go with you?
Yes.
Hey, here's an idea. Maybe let the recluse stay home and hold the fort.
It's glowing, so that means the goddess messenger would be there.
Right, right.
Since the past, I have learned much of the language of Fodlan. But speaking the Fodlan language still gives me difficulty. I can understand, read, and write with nearly perfection now. But understanding and speaking are fruits of a different color.
That's part of your charm.
I have gratitude for you, Professor. I hope that I will have fluency one day.
No. You're not a teacher anymore, and we're not your students, but everyone still calls you Professor. Is there something you'd rather be called?
Call me by my name.
Oh? Alright then, I'll call you... Ugh, nope, sorry, can't do it. Too weird.
You're the one that asked.
Gotta clean out the storerooms, tend the flowers, do the washing, dust the library.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Well, it's my job, you know. Gotta do your job. Even if Lady Ray is not here right now, I still gotta do my duty. Like you gotta have other stuff you ought to be doing, yeah?
Not really, no. Miracle Bean. That's it. No one's over here, but I want to check for an item anyway. Wait, she's over here. Why didn't it say so? That wasn't there a second ago.
Well, Valley of Torment. Valley of Torment.
Something wrong?
I once read a book full of legends surrounding ALL, but I can't seem to remember.
I like how she smiles now. I do like her other hair though, like the longer aesthetic to it. Is Marianne actually next to her room? Yeah, she is. I should have realized that before, but I didn't. Okay.
Professor?
Professor? Is everyone setting out on a big campaign? Not exactly. Ah, so you're meeting up with the reinforcements. Well, you can leave guarding this place to me. I'll keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
I mean, there was that guy at the end of the fucking cutscene that, you know, kind of seemed suspicious. He seemed like he was going to betray us.
There are enemy spies around. Remain vigilant. Capture anyone who seems suspicious.
Oh, look!
I'm glad you understand. I'm counting on you.
I mean, that just pretty much confirmed to us, unless they're pulling a 180, that someone's going to go tell Edelgard.
Hey, Professor. Thanks for your hard work again. Nothing to report today. Was I convincing? Was it like he was standing right in front of you? Some things are the same as they were 5 years ago, but I guess a lot more has changed. Hey, some things are...
Hey there. Come back anytime.
Hello there.
What do you require? Farewell.
Let me get thank you.
Welcome. Please come again.
Hello there. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think you. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. Come again.
Hey, how about a favor?
Secret thingy? She will open up her secret shop, though. Oh, it's over there. Yeah, before I do that.
Can you help me?
Hey,
Hi. Okay.
Sharing her food with us for nothing in return? Judith really is a great person. She's more like a goddess than the goddess is.
She's very much like a goddess.
I never met her, so I don't know for sure. But she must be beautiful and kind.
seems some of our friends believe that if we get those reinforcements, we'll be set for provisions too. But I think it's best not to hold our breath on the food front. With the added headcount from the reinforcements, there will be even more mouths to feed.
And I don't know why,
It seems some
but
of our
your
friends
face
will-
was
but
glitching
with the
up
added
right there because of the shadow.
My family, the Galatias, are an offshoot of the Daphno family. The family split in half, and two brothers quarreled over an inheritance. Despite blood relations, the families lived apart from one another, so the relationship has been distant and somewhat estranged. I'm not so much acquainted with Judith, the head of House Daphno.
Professor. Professor?
Appreciate it. Welcome. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Oh my fucking god.
Is that the one? Is that the one? Thanks a Is that the one? 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 Is that the Is that the one? Thanks. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back soon.
Protection +2. Wait for protection +2. And resilience +4. So that weighs 1 less, but it has double the protection. But this has +4 on the resilience. Where this, you know what? I'll go with it for now.
Welcome.
Still pretty cool that we have another shop. Hopefully she stays here. Oh, if she resets every month, then oh my god, I can get constant stat upgrades every month. That would be incredible.
What?
Back to what I was doing. Going around the way I know how to go around.
To the north of Garreg Mach lie the territories of the Karen and Galatea houses, former lords of the kingdom. Even though their territory is being nibbled at by the Empire, they are still clinging to their neutrality. Since they only display enough force to defend their borders, I suppose the Empire has no incentive to attack them with any real strength.
You're over here.
You know, I'd never have been recognized as the legitimate heir to House Regan without Judith's recommendation. Feels like I'm digging myself deeper and deeper in debt to the hero of Daphnel, but what do? It's all been worth it. After all, we need the Daphnel army for our next move. It's possible we'll have to deal with our enemies sooner than later. Be prepared, Teach.
Hilda. I love how there's a dog now over here all the time. You're barking. Something tells me you might... You know what would be interesting? Because, you know, goddesses and shit. What if the dog can see the ghost of Captain Gerald and the mom? Or if Sothis is there, who knows?
My big brother told me stories of Judith's bravery. With just one look, she tamed a runaway horse that nobody else had been able to touch. When an Almiran general provoked her, she talked him into a tearful apology. She's spectacular. I wish she'd fight alongside us. Excuse me, could you do me a favor? Thanks so much. You're a sweetheart.
Oh.
ALL, the Valley of Torment, lies on the border of 3 noble territories. The kingdoms Fraldarius and Galatea families, and the Alliance's Daphnel family. In the Fraldarius lands to the north, the former Kingdom Army and New Duke's army are fighting. ALL, in the Frald...
Professor, the bridge that links Alliance and Empire lands is currently under the occupation of the Imperial Army. In other words, the Empire can choose to invade the Alliance whenever they wish. I want you to understand that my father does not support the Empire to antagonize House Regan. He does it to deprive them of an easy excuse to cross that bridge.
Oh, you give reason.
I'm getting that.
I've heard people talk about the hero of Daphnel. If the stories of her courage are true, no one will be able to stand against us. In different circumstances, I'd have wanted to try crossing swords with her. Right now, we have to focus on getting to those reinforcements. Let's hope nothing goes wrong.
Good. Alright, let's check the classrooms.
Hey, you.
Hi, you. I don't know you. Man, it really loves to lag over there. Let's talk to Flame before I actually go over there.
It has been only 5 years, yet so much has changed. Half of the kingdom has fallen to the Empire. Skirmishes are rife throughout the Alliance. Despite such tumult, we look upon the same sky, unchanged by the storm happening beneath it.
Do you wish you could return to those days?
Yes, it would be nice, I suppose. Things were simpler then. Or so they seemed to be at the time.
Alright, before we go into the cathedral itself, I'm gonna go over to upstairs and the 3rd floor, get the item, return the item to the guy, then do the renown thing, so I don't have to fight over it.
I can't believe it. The Valley of Torment. I'd heard of it, but I never expected to go there. It's exciting. I wonder what the landscape is like.
Sounds dangerous.
It probably is dangerous, but I still want to get there and see it as soon as I can.
Fargus dukedom in place, the kingdom is essentially no more. The majority of the lords who once belonged to the kingdom are now under the jurisdiction of the Empire. Even the houses that haven't bent a knee yet, like House Fraldarius, will soon be crushed. It's only a matter of time.
Have some faith. You can always run to us. I need to double check. Okay, I do need to get some food for people.
The monarch when we... But if we...
Hearing that an old student has died cuts me right to the heart. As this war with the Empire continues, we'll see more of it, Professor. We have a duty to fight alongside our former students. We taught them how to fight, after all. Now, let's help them win.
I just realized I skimmed over Hanward's dialogue, so let's do that.
The monastery repairs have made solid progress. Most excellent news. When we first returned here, I was unsure what we were going to do with the ruins of this place. But if we can get the cathedral rebuilt, we'll have it looking just like old times soon enough.
I know the Seth isn't over here. He's probably... Oh, yep, he's over there.
Could I trouble?
still don't know what this is for, but this has got to be for something important eventually. It's got to be. Right, to the stable, then to the cathedral.
Nice job.
Meeting reinforcements in the Valley of Torment seems an astute decision to me. In that land of oppressive heat, it is unlikely that we will be disturbed. It also means we will need to contend with those harsh conditions ourselves, however. Best ensure we are well prepared.
Interruptions. What? God damn it. Where was I? I was doing this. Where are we? We're nearly 2 hours.
Hey.
Is there anyone else in this? I don't have to talk to anyone else. Let me just check in between these chairs.
That's right.
Alright, now talk to you.
Neat.
So I said I wanted to do that one.
This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set.
Okay. So now we can do... I'll still need 7,000 points overall, but that'll get there.
See you again soon.
So we got 2 bronze, a gold, and a basic.
Professor, I have lived inconspicuously these past 5 years, so as not to be discovered by the Empire. To be able to finally return to the monastery again is overwhelming. I hope that our brothers and sisters who ran far away will also return one day.
Nothing here. Okay. Let's get the people fed up. Quad. Cynthia.
That smell.
Eating
Marianne. Matilda.
Food tastes better when I get to share it with you.
I feel the same. Let's fill up so that we feel good and energized.
Raphael. Ingrid. I'll probably have one more meal.
This.
I appreciate.
And then do the choir. Dorothea. Ignox.
I think I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not.
This food is a revelation.
Cool. So, we got Marianne, we got Dorothea, we got Manuela, we got fucking Flame, and Catherine. Oh my god, they all love him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus fuck. 5 girls that want to marry me. Okay, choir. Well, I'm gonna sit here.
This is no good. Singing with others is a nice change of pace. Usually I do it when I'm alone.
Okay. I forgot what I was doing for you. Oh, right. I just wanted his sword to be A. Just for the hell of it.
That was easy.
Marianne, we're trying to make you into a holy knight. You're close. You just need your writing to be A. Cynthia. You're still 6% there, and you're still 0% there for some fucking reason. Hilda. Yeah, you unlocked. Yeah, you unlocked it already. So what I need you to work on is fucking this.
This'll be helpful.
Raphael. And you have unlocked War Master. Fling.
Oh. No. Oh. I was...
You're quite... I'm gonna...
Hey, Professor, I got a question. What?
Fuck!
You're kidding, right?
I didn't mean to do that.
Teach.
God damn it. Alright, sure.
Hey, Professor. I think you've been working too much lately. The battle's gonna keep going with or without you, but you're the one doing the most out there. It's real impressive how you can focus on giving orders and fighting. I don't think I could do both in the same battle. I see you running all over the place, even after the battle's over. I just don't want you to wear yourself out.
I'll be okay.
Oh yeah? As soon as you say you're fine, that's when it hits you. No offense, Professor, but don't you think some folks might be taking advantage of you? Claude keeps asking you to do things, but you never say no. Like when you gave that speech to the troops. That didn't seem like something you wanted to do. I know you gotta follow orders on the battlefield, but you shouldn't have to do things off the battlefield if you don't wanna.
You've done things you didn't want.
What do you mean? Like studying? Sure, it's not my favorite thing in the world, but that was to keep my little sis fed. I had good reason for it.
It's the same for me.
The same, huh? I think I get what you mean. You do things you don't want to do for the sake of everyone else. That's real noble of you, Professor. I guess I can't get in your way if you're doing it for the right reasons. Okay then. I'm gonna keep trying to do my best. But now, I'm gonna do it for you. My little sis is important to me. But you're real important too. I always work hard for the people who matter to me. And having more of them in my life just means I gotta work even harder. What do you think?
You're important to me too, man. You're good.
Really? I wasn't expecting you to say that. You're gonna make me blush. We gotta keep working hard together then. At least until this war's over. I'll work to make sure you don't collapse from exhaustion. You got nothing to worry about, Professor. I've been training non-stop. I got your back, no matter what.
With you on my side, this'll be a cakewalk.
Dear Goddess, please protect us.
We did a fine job. Now to...
It seems my proficiency has improved.
Alright, before we get off. What the fuck was that item? A letter from Claude. It was like a present or something. Not gonna be in here. I've mastered all my things except for the this thing. I forgot I had that class.
I hope to master this quickly.
Guess I'll have to...
Wait, Dorothea. She has a 69% way to pass. She's not ready. You also have maxed out, so.
I feel...
Let's keep her there for now.
A fresh...
I'll keep Dorothea where she is for the moment until she can actually use her next level thing. What do I do with this? The golden deer got you a little gift. Enjoy. It's this 5-star thing. So what do I do with it? It's a gift that you would give to someone? Okay, so apparently it only counts once you get the house's ban. That thing. So I got that on my last birthday, my first birthday in the game, but apparently it only happens one time, so it won't happen again. Okay. H support these two as well, which means the S support more than likely is open too. Oh. Okay, I'll quickly go through this, just get them out of the way now, and then we'll continue next step.
Strategically speaking, if I poised an archer to lie in wait here, and then lured the enemy in over here...
Lysithea, are you up late studying again?
I am, but I don't see how it's any of your business.
Look, you don't need to work yourself so hard. You're already as skilled as they come. There aren't many people out there who can match you. Everyone knows that.
I apologize for my sharpness. I just feel pressured.
Why would you, of all people, feel pressured?
I place a lot of personal pressure on myself. I need to become as strong as possible to put my parents at ease.
When I met with Count Ordelia before, he said you were his pride and joy. But he also said his only concern was that you might be pushing yourself too hard. If you really want to make your parents happy, surely you should start by taking care of yourself.
That's true.
Then it's settled. Get some rest. Save your energy for tomorrow's battle.
You really are very mature, Claude, despite the impression you give off. And I clearly have plenty of growing to do. I probably don't have much room to come down on you for harping on me.
Oh, really? Does that mean you won't get mad if I treat you like a child from now on?
That is absolutely not what I said. Just after you finally earned a small degree of respect from me, too.
Hey, just think about it for a second. You're the only one in the world I treat like this. That means you're a pretty special person to me.
You think I'm special?
Take it however you like. Or maybe the thought is too much for a kiddo like you.
How dare you!
God, don't do anything you might regret. I don't want to be turned to dust.
I'm feeling generous, so I'll let you off easy this one time.
Well, that's good of you. All joking aside, go get yourself some shut-eye, okay? After all, if you don't hurry up, the boogeyman might come out and eat you!
All right, buddy, you asked for it! Oh, do you have an itch back there? I guess you can't scratch it on your own, can you?
Hi, Marianne.
Oh, Claude, it's just you.
Sorry, I know you're in the middle of an important discussion with Dorte, but could I talk to you?
About what?
It's about this thing you think you're burdened with. I've tried to guess what it is.
Please don't. This is making me a little uncomfortable.
There's no reason to feel uncomfortable. It's not like I plan on saying it aloud. But if my guess is correct, there's something I want to tell you. Will you hear me out?
Fine, I will listen.
Once upon a time, in a faraway place.
What the... Are you telling me a story?
Just listen. Once upon a time, in a faraway place, there was a young boy. This boy came from a despised lineage. In short, his mother was a daughter of the enemy. So the young boy was treated horribly by everyone around him. He hadn't done anything wrong. Everyone hated him simply for existing. Yelling, fighting back, explaining himself. Nothing he did could change his situation. When he was finally old enough, he ran far away from home. He escaped.
It sounds to me like he had no choice. I would have done the same had it been me.
Thing is, after he ran away, he still found himself in the very same position. People in the outside world hated him for where he came from.
Well, now that's...
The boy thought he had no place to go. All he could do was destroy the boundary between the inside and the outside worlds.
Destroy the boundaries?
Right. If there was no outside and inside, just one side to share, then the people outside wouldn't have a reason to hate him anymore, right? It wouldn't be easy, but if he managed it, he could shrug off that burden. point is, people are born with burdens to carry. That much is undeniable. But whether they bind us or we cast them aside, that's up to us. So I think you should try to cast yours aside, Marianne. Put that heavy burden down. It's time.
But I don't know if I can do it.
It's okay. I'm here for you. We're the same, and I can help you.
The same? Claude, we have nothing in common.
Hey, did you see that, Dorte? Your friend just smiled at me.
Thank you for sharing your story. I suppose I could try casting aside burden, as you say. We can try together.
Let's do that. And when we're free, we can change the whole world. Ha! Huh. Not bad.
You're quite skilled.
Shamir, what a rare treat for you to start a conversation for a change.
Is it?
It's not possible you came to ask for my help with something. Could it be you want to become closer friends?
Don't flatter yourself.
That's cruel. You could have at least hesitated a beat before answering.
Last we spoke, you were questioning whether or not you belong here.
You remember that, do you? Well, yes, I do think this is where I belong. For now. I have things that I want to achieve, and I can only do that by staying right where I am. That said, once I've done what I'm here to do, it's hard to say whether I'll stay or leave. I might end up searching for another place to belong.
That is true for most people. Life would be tedious if we knew what lies ahead. Whether or not you belong in a place can change at any time. As soon as you settle in somewhere new, you begin to question your decision.
That's true. I guess trying things out and searching for our own path is what life is about. And both of our paths have led us here. This is where we belong right now. Even if it's just a temporary coincidence, we should cherish it while it lasts.
What are you going on about now?
I'm just saying we should make the most of this time we have together, since we don't know how long it'll last. Once it's gone, it might never come back. Right?
Is this your sad attempt at flirting? I will admit, you're an interesting one.
Hi, Flame. Have the Four Saints caught your fancy?
Hello there, Claude. No, not particularly. I was merely looking.
I see. In any case, do you mind if I ask you a little something? It's about your family's origin.
This again? There is truly nothing of interest to discuss on that topic.
Ah, but when you try to change the subject like that, it drives me mad with curiosity. That said, taking a secret by force isn't my style. That's why I devised a different approach. Relentless nagging.
Might I suggest giving up entirely? Truth be told, my brother has asked that I not speak of my background to anyone.
I thought it might be something like that. Oh well, guess I'd better give up on trying to get you to tell me yourself. Instead, why don't I tell you about the theory I've come up with?
You've concocted a theory, have you? I suppose there is no harm in listening to it.
I did a bit of investigating into the crests that you and Seteth bear. Seteth's is the major crest of Keyhole, and yours is the major crest of Sethlene.
Where did you learn of this?
Oh, I just took a peek at some records by a renowned crest scholar. I'd rather not say more than that. Anyway, my point is that I don't think I've ever heard of two siblings each bearing the major crests of a pair of saints. If the legends are true, then Saint Keyhole was Saint Sethlene's father, wasn't he? Which means if you and Seteth were the descendants of Saint Sethlene, that would explain how you two came to possess Keyhole and Sethlene's crests.
You mean to suggest that my brother and I are the children's children's children of Sethlene?
That about sums it up.
An interesting theory, to say the least. But surely you must know. Saint Sethlene was never married. There are no tales of her having ever had children.
Sure, but the possibilities are endless. It's not like legends are known for their accuracy. But based on your reaction, I guess I'm probably following a bad lead here. Ingrid, hello.
Yes, Claude?
Listen, I know you and I don't always get along. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry if my way of being is upsetting to you.
If anyone should be making apologies, it's probably me. I've been overly harsh toward you on more than one occasion. I am close friends with someone who has caused me no end of trouble since we were very young. You remind me a bit of him, and I think I've projected my annoyances at him onto you, at times.
Huh. Am I really that similar to this friend of yours?
Not in every regard, no. You certainly seem to treat those of the opposite gender with quite a bit more respect, for one thing.
Well now, I'll take that as a compliment.
You also speak to me in a much more amicable manner than my dear friend ever does.
Okay, I have to ask you something, but only if you promise not to show me your angry lines again. Doesn't that straight-laced personality of yours make life harder than it needs to be? I feel like there are plenty of people who'd like to get to know you better, but who are scared off by your, well, intense attitude.
Oh, really?
Really. I'd say that especially applies to most of the folks you go around giving lectures to. We're all friends here, Ingrid. We all trust each other with our very lives on the battlefield. Shouldn't we try to accept each other?
You have a point.
I sure do. Besides, with a cute face like yours, I bet you could win anyone over if you just threw out a smile now and then.
I've got better things to concern myself with. In any case, you speak as though you know so much about wooing the masses. But I would wager that many of our classmates find it difficult to trust one as slovenly as yourself.
Oh, another lecture. I see you took my words to heart. Look, let's just call a truce, shall we? How about we agree that we could both learn something from our chat today? If you'll make an effort to smile more, I'll try my best to set a better example for everyone.
That seems like an unreasonable thing to ask of you. I wonder if you're capable of such a thing.
And it's perhaps equally wild to ask an ice block like you to melt. But let's give it a try. What do you say?
I suppose it's only virtuous to ask as much of myself as I'm asking of you. Very well. I accept your challenge.
Hey, Raphael. Reading a letter?
Well, if it isn't old Ignatz. I got a message here from my sis.
Oh, a letter from Maya. I haven't seen her in so long. I bet she's all grown up.
Nah, she's still a shrimp. It's been a while since I saw her. But she's probably only up to your shoulders.
Wow. I can't believe she's gotten that tall.
I wrote to tell her about how we're friends again. Do you remember this?
Is that the picture I drew for her?
She sent it along with the letter. I guess she held on to it since we were kids. All right, that's enough looking. She said to show it to you and send it right back.
To think she's handling my little doodle with such reverence. That warms my heart. I remember the day I gave Maya that drawing. She looked so happy. Before then, I never knew I could make people happy with art. It was a revelation. I've been drawing and painting ever since, in hopes of becoming an artist one day.
You're much better now, so it must be paying off. I bet you could be a real artist.
No, that's not possible, I'm afraid. I have to consider my parents' wishes.
Who cares what your parents want? It's not like you're a noble or nothing. Your fate is your own.
Huh. You think so?
I know so. And I'm gonna support you with whatever dream you got. Okay, let me see. What's the first step to follow your dreams? Oh, got it. You should paint me.
Paint you?
Yeah, I want my little sis to know how good I'm doing here. So I gotta send her proof. Plus, she'll be doubly impressed if it's a painting you made.
Good point. I can certainly try to capture your likeness. I'll paint you with a warm, cheerful expression on your face to bring Maya comfort.
My face? No way! You gotta get my muscles in there! Mostly my chest and arms.
Are you sure that's what she'd want to see?
Wait! Before you start painting, I gotta get me a little more training in. If my muscles aren't bulging, then what's the point?
I'm not sure about this.
What's wrong with you?
Shamir! How long have you been there?
Too long. You're blocking my way.
Wait! There's something I wanted to ask you.
Ask? Just make it quick.
Well, you see, wherever I go into battle, the enemy seems to find me right away. I'm an easy target. But I want to be able to move around the battlefield without being noticed, like you do. So what do you think? Would it be possible?
Do you think you're being noticed because of your size?
Of course! I'm pretty hard to miss, you know. I thought that was obvious.
Wrong. It's not your size, it's your presence. It's strong, almost unbearably so.
My presence? Is that something I can change?
With practice. Maybe. Let me ask you, have you ever felt my presence?
Now that I think about it, I haven't. That must be why I didn't notice you earlier. But how can I do that? Will you teach me? Please? Please?
Fine. There's a breathing technique that masks your presence. When you breathe, are you continuously inhaling then exhaling?
Well, of course. That's the best way I know how. I'd explode if I only breathed in.
Right. To minimize your presence, breathe in, then out again. In through the nose, then gently out through the mouth, twice.
In, out, out. That's it? I can definitely do that. I couldn't do it, Shamir!
Breathe less. Keep it to the absolute minimum.
I don't know the minimum.
It'll take some practice.
Sure. I'll keep trying. In, out, out is trickier than it sounds. Huh? Is that Ingrid? I'd better get out of here before she scolds me again. Actually, she looks kind of sad. Maybe I shouldn't run away. Hey! Ingrid! Why do you look so sad? Are you hungry or something?
Oh, it's you. No, I'm not hungry.
You're not hungry, but you're sad anyway? I don't get it. Are you sick?
No.
Then are you sure you're not hungry?
I just told you that wasn't it. It's nothing you can help with anyway.
Well, sometimes you gotta talk it out. That's what my grandpa says.
Yeah, I guess that's helpful sometimes. Are you willing to listen then?
Of course! Please, go ahead.
I found a letter from back at the academy that my father sent, regarding a marriage arrangement with a noble family.
I see.
I am the only person in House Galatea capable of carrying on our family line, of passing on a crest.
Ah, I see.
But I chose instead to fight, betraying my family and ruining my father's plans for me.
I see.
Raphael, are you even listening?
I'm right there with you, but...
Did you hear that ominous sound? Was that thunder?
Sorry. All that listening made me hungry. After hearing you out, I think you're probably just hungry too. And your troubles are sure to go away after a good meal.
I really am not hungry. But I can't say no to good food. All right, let's just eat then. I can tell you about my struggles some other time, maybe.
There are a lot of these. He only has one. He's got a few. Alright, so what I'll do is we'll finish Raphael, call the episode. Next episode we'll come back, finish everything else, then continue. Alright?
Hello, Raphael. Are you well? Any chance you might be training today?
Of course! My muscles are always ready to train.
I imagine so. Mind if I tag along? I have been practicing my battle cries. I believe you shall notice a marked improvement.
Wow, that sounds much better than last time. But try doing it more like this.
Oh, hearing it anew is positively invigorating. I have much training ahead if I am to become as strong as you.
Try not to strain yourself. You've got smarts, so you shouldn't have to worry about your muscles.
I won't be satisfied until my body is as strong as my mind. As my body is so frail, my brother is endlessly worrying over me.
I know what that's like. I have a little sister too. I always worry about her, even when it's something small, like catching a cold.
Then surely you understand. I want to give my brother peace of mind. If I don't get stronger, I won't be able to do all the things I wish to do. But I'm quite enjoying this. I have never shouted so loudly in all my life. Each time I allow myself to let go in such a way, I feel invigorated.
Well, if you're having fun, I'm not gonna stop you. Go on and shout as much as you want. Give it all you've got and make your brother proud.
Just you wait. I've only just begun.
All right. Gather up your energy deep in your gut and get ready to shout.
Alright, I think that's good for now. See you guys next time. We'll continue on with the rest of these. And, yeah, then we'll continue on with the story. See you guys then.